Hello YouTube, MichelinMan8592 here. Well, I haven't really uploaded anything because I really haven't had anything to upload until now. If you haven't already seen the button in front of you, it says Talking Alarm Clock. This thing is very true and sentimental to me. It used to be my grandmother's, who was visually impaired. But besides the fact that it's a talking alarm clock, it's not just any talking alarm clock. It's from an era when a certain company didn't used to just sell cell phones. They actually sold something of radios. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. May I present to you the Radio Shack, manufactured for Radio Shack by Tandy Corporation. It is a Radio Shack 63913 talking alarm clock. For a while it was at my aunt's place, which I had finally come to take it home with me, but last I looked at it, this was a couple of months ago. Of course, what ended up happening was something diabolical, which I still regret, but thankfully it was resolved. It had cheap batteries in it, and it had succumbed to rot. Cadmium had kind of attacked the springs on this thing, but thankfully, with the help of my dad, we got it all cleaned up. And the lighting in my room here isn't really the greatest, but if you can see right here where I'm running my finger along, we did polish it up a bit, but it had succumbed to a fair bit of UV damage. So it's got a bit of a haze to it, if you will. But one of the reasons why I'm planning on doing this particular video the way I am is I haven't put any sort of batteries in it. The batteries that were in here were, I think, anywhere from 5 to 10 years old. So after cleaning it, and without further ado, let's go ahead and see if the old clock still has any life left in her. Okay, I know these batteries are good, so something must have went wrong here. Okay, YouTube, slight technical issue. As it turns out, these two batteries are useless. They're dead. There they go on the floor where they belong. Now, I just tested these two batteries, and these I know work. And before you comment, they are Sunbeam brand batteries from Dollar Tree. I'm cheap when it comes to batteries, but since the old clock is a sentimental piece, more over anything, and I got a zillion clocks here in my bedroom, I have absolutely no use for keeping this thing on my desk. I already have one over here, and I have one way over yonder. That one of these years, I may make a video of. It's made by the same company that made the Minute Minder kitchen timers, Robert Shaw Lux. And that clock over there I got from a thrift shop nearby for a couple of bucks, and it's an old Robert Shaw Lux. I'm just blabbling on about it. It has a chime on it, chimes every half hour, an hour, and it also has a it's an electronic clock. It's not the real thing. Hopefully one of these years I'll be able to get the real thing, but it gets the job done. So now that I've tested these batteries off camera, let's go ahead and get the clock back to life here. And as you can see, the very tiny display finally lights up. The one indicator on the very top here, unfortunately this isn't the best camera in the world, that signifies that the clock is running correctly, and the one down here indicates alarm. So let me go ahead and get the time set here.
1 a.m. 2 a.m. 3 a.m. 4 a.m.
And as you can see, it has a pretty good sized, pretty good amount of volume to it. So let me go ahead and get this set off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, YouTube, here I am back after a very long, I keep forgetting I forgot how long it is to set the old Radio Shack 63-913 talking clock. It takes a good minute at least to try and get it up to time here. And my clock on my desk just changed, and I'm double checking, and it's switched over. I got it within about 6 seconds of the time in my bedroom here. So, and the one button here is mode. The next one over is hour and minute. And then they also double as, it also doubles as an alarm clock. So you can turn
12 o'clock a.m.
So now it'll actually physically turn itself on with 3 beeps indicating, and it'll actually say the time that's set to, which I didn't set that for demonstration purposes. I really am not going to use it. So then you can go ahead and turn it off. 1 beep indicates that's off. And now and then the minute button also doubles as the hourly report. So at every hour it will physically chime as such, with 4 chimes indicating that the hourly report. So at the beginning of every hour, the little electronic female voice, whatever you want to call it, will actually chime and then say the hour. And then it turns off as such. And then the mode button, you have your time set. 2 beeps indicate your alarm set. 3 beeps indicate that you are set to go. And then, obviously, there's only one button that you really need to push. The purple one.
It's 5:45 p.m.
And that's all there is to it for the little Radio Shack 63-913 alarm clock and talking clock. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and hopefully one of these days, once I get my brakes done on my car, I'll do a video on that, because I'll be needing to do brakes, an oil change, and installing mud flaps. So stay tuned for that. Take care, YouTube. Thanks for watching.